Hi again. This is also a segment from Jehovah's Witnesses Answered Verse by Verse by David A. Reed, which we've plugged several times before. This is what David Reed has to say about Michael. Michael, who is introduced, Michael the archangel, not called that, archangel that is, in this text. The text where he's introduced in the Bible is Daniel chapter 10, twice referenced, and then also in chapter 12, verse 1. Here's what David Reed has to say. Michael, one of the foremost princes, came to help me. Michael, the prince of you people, and during that time Michael will stand up, the great prince who is standing in behalf of the sons of your people. These are three partial quotes from the three verses just cited. Daniel 10:13, Daniel 10:21, and Daniel 12:1. Those were all quoted, by the way, from the New World Translation. The Watchtower Society teaches Jehovah's Witnesses that Jesus Christ was a mere angel who was born as a human, died as a sacrifice for sins, and was raised up as an angel once again. They refer to him as Jesus Christ, whom we understand from the Scriptures to be Michael the archangel. That's the Watchtower, February 15, 1979, page 31. But is that really what the Bible teaches? Or is it, rather, a teaching that Watchtower leaders superimpose on Scripture? God's inspired word mentions Michael 5 times as one of the foremost princes, that's Daniel 10:13. 2, the prince of your people, that is Daniel's people, Daniel 10:21. 3, the great prince who is standing in behalf of the sons of your people, that's Daniel again, of course, sons of your people, Daniel 12:1. 4, the archangel who had a difference with the devil and was disputing about Moses' body, but did not dare to bring a judgment against him in abusive terms. That's Jude 9 from the New World Translation. And 5th and last, a participant in heavenly conflict when Michael and his angels battled with the dragon. Revelation 12:7, New World Translation. Which of these verses state that Michael is Jesus Christ? None of them. It is necessary to read Scripture plus a complicated Watchtower argument to reach that conclusion. The Society also turns for support to another verse that does not use the name Michael, but says that, quote, the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a commanding call, with an archangel's voice, and with God's trumpet, that being 1 Thessalonians 4:16 from the New World Translation. But if using an archangel's voice makes the Lord an archangel, then having God's trumpet makes him God, even though Watchtower leaders would have us look at only the first part of the verse. Does the Bible teach elsewhere that Jesus Christ is a mere angel? To the contrary, the entire first chapter of Hebrews was written to show the superiority of the Son of God as compared to angels. Verse after verse contrasts the angels with his Son. Now this is a direct quote. Hebrews 1, 2-8, and verse 10 from the New King James Version. Here's the quote. His Son, whom he has appointed heir of all things, through whom also he made the worlds, who being the brightness of his glory and the express image of his person, having become so much better than the angels, as he has by inheritance obtained a more excellent name than they, for to which of the angels did he ever say, you are my son, today I have begotten you? But when he again brings the firstborn into the world, he says, let all the angels of God worship him. And of the angels he says, who makes his angels spirits and his ministers a flame of fire? But to the Son he says, your throne, O God, is forever and ever. And you, Lord, here Lord in the original is Yahweh, you, Lord, in the beginning laid the foundation of the earth. Hebrews 1, 2-8, and verse 10 in the New King James Version. Read goes on, the Son is the reflection of the Father's glory and the exact representation of his very being, and he sustains all things by the word of his power, something no angel could do, even according to the Watchtower's own translation of Hebrews 1:3. Moreover, good angels consistently refused to accept worship. When the Apostle John fell down to worship at the feet of an angel, the angel rebuked him, saying, be careful, do not do that. Worship God. Revelation 22:8 and 9 in the New World Translation. But the Father's command concerning the Son is let all God's angels worship him. Hebrews 1:6. In the New World Translation, 1961 edition. In later editions, the Watchtower Society changed worship to obeisance at Hebrews 1:6. Still, regardless of how it is translated, the same Greek word, proskuneo, is used at both Revelation 22:8 and 9 and Hebrews 1:6. The proskuneo, worship or obeisance that angels refuse to accept, but say to give only to God, is the same proskuneo, worship or obeisance, that the Father commands to be given to the Son at Hebrews 1:6. So the Son cannot be an angel, but must be God. Persons who stop following the Watchtower organization and start following Jesus Christ soon come to appreciate that he is no mere angel. This realization is important in order that they may honor the Son just as they honor the Father. John 5:23, New World Translation. And he gives a whole bunch more links to other passages that he discusses in this book, where more on this subject of the Father and the Son. I'll put in a link to our video on this passage in Daniel, where we read through the whole passage where Michael is first introduced, Daniel chapter 10. And also to the Daniel playlist. So a second link on your screen will be to the Daniel playlist. I think that list now has many dozens of videos, and we've covered many talking points that you undoubtedly will be able to use with your JW loved ones and other witnesses who come across your path. See you soon.